Oh, how the times have changed, because back in 2020, then President Donald Trump pursued an outright ban on TikTok over national security concerns. Simply put, the president at that time viewed the app as a national security threat. TikTok's owner ByteDance fought back, claiming a Microsoft proposal to acquire TikTok's algorithm and AI technology would be opposed by the Chinese government, while also claiming that President Trump's order was an attempt at a smash and grab sale and motivated by efforts to boost re-election support through protectionist trade policies aimed at China. And then the nail in the coffin of the outright ban was when the federal judge blocked the move. Now, President Donald Trump was soon out of office and TikTok stayed put. But fast forward 2 years later, and here we go again. But this time, it's the FCC ringing the alarm bells. FCC Commissioner Brendan Carr calling on Tuesday for the U.S. government to formally ban the popular video sharing app TikTok over national security risks posed by its ties to China. Sounds familiar? Carr argued any other resolution would not adequately address concerns that Beijing could improperly access the data of millions of U.S.-based TikTok users. During an interview with Axios, Carr states, "I do not believe there is a path forward for anything other than an outright ban." And what is odd now is that 2 years later, after President Trump's initial warnings and partisan support, where initially the left were not big fans and the media pretty much mocked those claims, now in 2022, Carr and lawmakers on both sides of the political aisle, both sides, have expressed mounting concern that TikTok's parent company, China-based ByteDance, is sharing U.S. user data with Beijing officials. And why the sudden concern? Critics are saying that the Chinese Communist Party could attempt to influence U.S. politics and social discourse through TikTok. But here's an interesting tidbit to remember. The FCC does not have regulatory power over TikTok. It's a Chinese company. But there is also the Council on Foreign Investment in the U.S., the CFIUS. It's an interagency committee that reviews foreign investment in the country. And it's that group that is being asked to seek to implement the ban if deemed necessary. And as we speak right now, just like 2 years ago, TikTok currently in negotiations, but this time with the CFIUS on a potential divestment from ByteDance that would allow the app to remain operational here in the United States despite the user privacy concerns. But again, it did not work in 2020, and many are wondering if it can even happen here in 2022. Remember, TikTok has long denied that China-based ByteDance employees have access to U.S. user data, and TikTok has already shot back with a statement aimed directly at the FCC. TikTok said FCC Commissioner Carr has no role in the confidential discussions with the U.S. government related to TikTok and appears to be expressing views independent of his role as an FCC commissioner. We are confident that we are on the path to reaching an agreement with the U.S. government that will satisfy all reasonable national security concerns. Now, there have been numerous audio and email leaks from Gizmodo and BuzzFeed claiming ByteDance's access to U.S. data is a lot more than they report, but still, current President Joe Biden continues to revoke the previous administration's attempted bans on TikTok while simply ordering a broad security review of potentially dangerous apps that goes on right now. But it also looks like there may be some in D.C. on the left that are now opening up to the cautions that President Trump once stated and the FCC right now. Just last month, Senate Intelligence Committee Chairman Mark Warner, a Democrat from Virginia, said Trump was right to pursue the ban. In his own words, during an interview with the Sydney Morning Herald, in quotes, "This is not something you would normally hear me say, but President Trump was right on TikTok years ago. If your country uses Huawei, if your kids are on TikTok, the ability for China to have undue influence is a much greater challenge and a much more immediate threat than any kind of actual armed conflict." Some interesting words from those in D.C. regarding a social media company. So what do you think will be the outcome of this situation? Will TikTok be divested? Will the app be banned in the U.S.? Or is this all talk by politicians and nothing will be done? A lot to take in here, so much to discuss. Share your thoughts below. And from out on Wall Street, I'm James Swinney.